Hello, good morning. It is Sunday, and this time it actually is Father's Day. I am sorry. I hope I didn't cause even one person to say, "Oh, no, I didn't get a gift or anything." And well, if you still are lucky enough to have your father and got him a gift, or what my the kid's dad, I wanted to get him a red velvet cake, but for whatever reason, they did not have any left at Walmart. Well, unless you wanted to buy in mass quantities and spend several $100s. I got him these little red velvet cupcakes, but they were just little bitty dinky things, kind of pathetic, really. But anyway, it's like 4:30 in the morning, and Jim wants to go for a walk, and I told him this is probably the coolest time that we could go out there. I don't know. The crazy thing is there has not, as far as I've noticed, been all of the homeless people this summer, which tells me I guess most of them were people that were here illegally. Now, I don't know how they did that, because there was quite a large population, it seemed like. I never thought of the homeless people exactly of any particular race or anything like that. Um, I know that one year there was a guy that he held up a sign that said that he was here illegally. I think he did not realize that he was in Independence, Missouri, because that doesn't fly very well here. I mean, it does with some people, but I don't think that playing that card here would be quite the same as playing it there with all the protests are going on right now in California. But I did not say anything. I mean, I didn't really have to. He was out in front of the grocery store for a day or two, and I don't think he even really was a person here illegally, because he had a lot of jewelry. Okay, it could have been fake, but if you're out there trying to get people to give you money for food and you're wearing a lot of bling and you're not speaking in even English or Spanish, he was more like, "Psst, yo, girl, you got any extra change with you?" And if you didn't have any, he was the one that was going, "Ah, mother effer," as you walked away if you didn't give him. So he didn't last out there very long, and the sign did not help. But anyway, we don't have that this year. I haven't seen that anywhere. So I guess a lot of the population was people that were not here legally, and I did not mean to go down that rat hole, but somehow I always do, because I kind of am just reporting what I see going on. Maybe I'll have some better material after I take Jim out for a walk, and in a way I kind of hope not. I mean, sometimes I like when things are uneventful, but are you surprised at all that during these protests that they're using tear gas? If they used that in the past, and I mean, I hadn't heard of tear gas being used in many years. Like, maybe back when I was a kid, a long time ago, they would talk about using tear gas. Doesn't that stuff have some repercussions? Well, I'm not really complaining, because in a sense, what my big issue is with the protests that are not peaceful, you're burning down a business somebody has sunk their entire life savings in and all of their time, and they wanted to pass that down to their children, and that is just so unfair, and that just makes whatever you're protesting about, that becomes secondary to the damage. I mean, nobody's listening to your cause if they're trying to get their insurance company to pay off on And I don't know if anyone has ever tried to do that, but it can take months to years. So I don't know. I'm rambling because I don't have anything to say. But happy Father's Day. And okay, I'm going to take Jim for a walk. And yeah, it's dark outside. But hey, if he wants to go now, then that's what we do, because it's hard to get him motivated, so I better do it now. Have a great weekend.